Thank you and welcome to Interview with DJ Nocturna. I'm speaking with dark electronic Italian-born artist, currently based in Leeds, England. I have Stella Wembley on the show. Thank you, Stella.
Thank you so
And
much.
how do you say that in Italian? Uh,
Stella,
Bella. You
Stella,
are
just as you said.
Bella. Welcome to the show. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm
Thank you.
digging your music, and I know you just released your latest EP called "Wasting My Time." It's released on Gothic Empire Records, which is your label, right?
Hmm.
And
Yes.
currently now you live in England in Leeds, but originally you're Italian, right?
Yes.
You're so are you from Naples? Is that where you're from
I
originally?
am from, yes, I grew up in Naples, but I was born in Milan.
Oh, the fashion section of the yeah.
Yeah.
So what
Yeah.
brought you to England?
What brought me to England? I think the first thing was music.
Mm-hmm.
So I moved because I wanted to perform my own songs, and I never had the chance to perform my own songs in Naples, unfortunately. Um, I was performing only covers, and at that time I was studying opera singing.
Mm-hmm.
So I was mostly doing opera and covers. I was doing both. Um, so I was studying classical music, and I was also studying contemporary music. But it came basically, well, it started when I was 16, I think, 17, that I wanted to do my own thing. I wanted to create my own music, but there was no space for me to do that. And the type of music that I was proposing, yeah, it wasn't understood really in my city. So I decided to move. And also I thought maybe I want to explore. Um, I want to learn more about this type of music that I'm doing. And
Mm-hmm.
you need also inspiration to create music. And I didn't find any inspiration in my city. There is beautiful music, of course, in Naples and in Italy, and I think that my studies helped me a lot to develop not only my skills as a singer, but also to develop like discipline
Mm-hmm.
and become even more hardworking. And I think that that was for sure something that I'm lucky that I have studied in Italy.
Yeah.
But as regarding opportunities, I didn't find what I was looking for my music career, for my own music. So
So
I
the
thought,
the,
let's
the
move. Let's go to London. Let's go to the
Mhm.
United Kingdom.
So did you start out with voice? I know you study opera, right?
I started writing poetry, actually. I
Mm.
always been writing
Yeah,
poetry
always.
since I was 10, I think. And then I started singing just songs, and I wanted to study basically music. I wanted to study contemporary music, and I have studied for a few years privately in a school, contemporary music. And then after those years, I wanted to learn something new. So I've learned contemporary music. I learned contemporary singing, and then I I decided, okay, now I want to learn opera singing because I was started. I kind of get bored, when I do something, and then okay, I've learned this, and then what? So it
Great.
was something challenging for me. The opera, and also I was fascinated with that type of singing that it was so, clear. The voice was
Mm-hmm.
so
Oh
clear,
yeah.
so crystal clear. Um, and also my grandfather used to listen to lots of classical music, so I think it was also because of that I wanted to learn that type of style. Yeah.
Well, you know, one of the best places to watch opera, I think, is in Italy. So it's amazing, right? What you know, just being there and learning that over there in that capital of beautiful opera houses,
Yes, there is
theaters.
a famous theater in Naples, San Carlo Theater,
Oh,
where they have opera. It's a beautiful theater.
mm-hmm,
I
mm-hmm.
don't know if you ever been there.
I've been to Italy. I've never been to that theater.
Never
I would
been
love to
there.
go one of these days. Yeah.
Beautiful. You should
Mm-hmm.
go there. You should visit it. It's
Oh
beautiful,
yeah, yeah.
beautiful
I
theater.
will.
Very, very famous. And I used to also sing in the choir of the San Carlo Theater, the youth choir, the youth
Mm,
choir. So yes, I've done lots of experience as a singer, choirs and opera, covers. I've sang so many different styles, from metal to rock to pop music, soul, and then I decided that I wanted to do electronic gothic music.
Did you
Yeah.
always have a passion for the dark side growing up?
Yes.
It's always been there. When did you first realize that you had that? You know, I mean, for me, goth people, right? I mean, I don't know if you want to call them goth people, but because the goth wasn't even around back in that, it was a different name. But that darker side of things, did you always have that in your heart? You know that,
Always,
yeah.
always since I was probably 10 when I started writing poetry. I've always been writing dark
Mm,
poems, dark poetry, the extremely sad,
hmm.
catastrophic, macabre is the term, I
Like,
think.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why I
And
thought you had a Scorpio. You had some Scorpio in you. And you probably do. You probably have. I know you're an Aquarius, which is
I
I see
think
that.
I believe he's in Pluto. I believe he's in Pluto, and yeah, I'm really fascinated by the unknown, the
Mm-hmm.
mystery, things that are not
Mm-hmm.
seen, hidden,
Hidden. It's a
behind the surface. And
Scorpio.
also, I am obsessed with death. I am obsessed
Mm.
with death. Um, yes, I always been fascinated by the subject, really. Um, and
Likewise.
always been watching also movies, horror movies, not the horror movies of nowadays, something more
Yeah.
like
Yeah, I know what you mean.
mysterious,
Yeah. Do
mysterious.
you have a favorite one? You have a favorite horror movie?
I don't know if you can this say that is a horror movie, but for me it is. It's Shining.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's thriller horror kind of.
It's not
Yeah.
horror.
Oh yeah, I love The Shining
I
too.
don't know
Yeah,
if you
it's
can define it as
mysterious.
a horror, but it is for me. That's horror mysterious because yeah, it's something that kind of makes me think, makes me
And
wonder what is
makes you
going to happen.
explain.
That's the thing that I really like. And I
Yeah.
also like Stephen King. The things by Stephen King. So I like reading. I like books.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I like horror even in the books.
Yeah, I think my favorite horror movie, well, there's so many, but one of them would be The Exorcist and the vampire movie with Catherine Deneuve and David Bowie, The Hunger.
You know that I don't remember that one.
Oh my God. That's like the
Unbelievable.
ultimate. I think it's a romantic vampire movie. So I like that one. I like many things, I can't really say one or the other. But I know what you mean. I don't really like the choppy, the Jeffrey those
No.
yeah, not that kind. I know what you mean. But now, you have this EP that you release, but prior to that you released in 2019 All That I Need, right? You
Yes.
released that,
Yes.
and then you came out with Images of Death in 2020, and then you did an EP of the David Bowie song Loving the Alien in 2022.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
I love David Bowie anyways.
right,
Yeah.
right. So tell us a little bit about Wasting My Time. I know this is the latest EP, and I know you've got some remixes there. Tell us about the inspiration behind this one and how you came about
the Wasting My Time, I think, is the more honest lyrics, and really all my lyrics are very personal. So all the lyrics, all the music that I write is personal. There are some like horror references and influences, musical influences, and things that perhaps I've seen in movies. And in some ways, I also write that, when I write music and lyrics, I am influenced by many things. But I would say that this song is completely personal, autobiographical, and it talks about my traumas, my past traumas, because I think that I let go of the past now. Even though when you go through something very difficult, there is always a scar, it's like a wound that even if it's healed, is there. So with the Wasting My Time, I am telling, I cut all the people out of my life, all the people that have been hurting me, all the people that think that I'm not worthy, or they are trying to control me, all the toxic people, basically. So I cut them off, I cut them out of my life. And there is a lot of it's very nostalgic, it's very melancholic. It is also empowering. So I hope to inspire other artists, especially female artists, to do the same. So to know that it's better to be alone rather than being with people, surrounded by people that don't believe in what you're doing, don't believe in yourself, don't give you support. And at least for me, it's impossible, because when I am around some energies, I feel what they feel. And it's like that I am absorbing that negativity. And I have realized that only after years of feeling depressed. I've been through depression many times in my life, unfortunately. Even was kind of serious at some point, because I've been taking also medications. But when I have cut all the people, all the toxic people, so friends, all my family, I cut all of them out. I have stopped feeling depressed. And all the nightmares that I had disappeared. Like I had some bad dreams, but I don't have, those type of nightmares that I've been having for years. And so, yes, it's amazing how people can influence you. You don't even know it, you don't realize how people can have an impact and influence on you. So it's about really personal power and growth, strength.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a rebirth.
Story that, it's a story that it's a personal story, but I'm using characters to tell my story. Characters, then are inspired to medieval characters. So the story take place in the Middle Ages.
And that's a video, right? That's the video.
That's a video, yes. But when I write a song, I already have like the images in my mind. I already have a story. It's strange, but when I write a song, not straight away, but when I'm doing the music, it's like that I already know how it's going to be, because I'm working on the sound. And so when I work on the sound, the vision for me is connected to the sound.
Right. So this is so this was filmed in what's the location of the video? I know it's somewhere. It's supposed to be set in medieval 13th century England.
Everything was filmed in Leeds this time, in Kirkstall Abbey.
Oh,
It's a
yeah, it's a beautiful
monastery.
building.
It's
Beautiful building.
beautiful. It's beautiful. Amazing. Um, I'm so happy that I was able to film there, really. We only had one day to film.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't rehearse,
Yeah.
so it was really, really, I think it was a really good result since I had to direct all the actresses and directing the
Mm-hmm.
video, being a sound engineer, and then directing also the video maker, checking if he's doing right, and then the lighting technician, is she doing what I want? So all of these things, and we had like a very tight schedule.
Yeah.
And we also filmed in Adel Woods. There are woods, basically they are in Leeds. Just, I think, yes, they are in Leeds.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think you will find them on the map because it's really all woods.
Yeah.
And that was amazing, film there, even though it was raining a lot.
Well, that's
Um,
nice. It's always, yeah, that's
it's
nice though.
nice. We
Yep.
didn't have any sort of equipment for the rain, kind of improvised.
Uh,
So it was difficult to film, because of the equipment. We needed to cover it.
mm-hmm.
And also we weren't able to film in some parts because there was a flood. So the river
Uh,
was kind of flooding. Yeah, so that was a bit difficult and challenging, also with high heels, with the
oh
mud,
yeah, yeah.
walking and acting with a sword that was kind of heavy because it was a real sword. So
Mm.
it was challenging. It was challenging, but we made it. I'm really proud of it because we were only 3 persons. I mean, with me, 4. So
Oh, oh
yeah.
yeah. So I know that two of the remixes. Maybe you want to talk a little bit about the remixes and who collaborated with you on those.
Yeah, so one remix, I made one remix, which is the Cold Wave Minimal remix. And the other 2 remixes are by Bionic Visions, and the producer is called Enrico Knob. And the first time that I collaborated with Enrico, and I really, really like the remixes, the sound. As soon as I heard them, I liked them, and I was really impressed because it was exactly what I wanted, the
Mm-hmm.
sound, everything, the arrangement, and the electro remix is, I think, is a very, very nice, is very catchy. I wish I could have made also a music video for that.
Will you in the
Maybe I
future?
will.
Yeah.
Huh?
Maybe, yeah,
Maybe I
maybe
will.
well.
Maybe I will. I really like it. It's electronic. I think there are some industrial influences as well as synth pop, I
Mm.
think.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So you know
Whereas
what?
the other one is very, very is low, is more ambient, very, yes, melancholic. And I think I feel more comfortable singing that one.
Mhm.
Maybe because it's lower for me, it's easier to sing that one.
Mhm.
I found out, yes, anyways. And my remix, anyways, is minimal, cold wave, and I really liked how I used the step sequencers in that remix, and the distortion that I used with the digital effect that I have on Cubase, on the VST that I used. And I also like the arrangement. It's very minimal, but I think it's very catchy. I
Mhm.
think
It
I
is,
think
yeah.
I've done a great job in
Yeah,
doing the
it
remix as
sounds
well.
really good. Yeah, totally. So what made me really I was really happy to read this that you are working with one of the musical talented founder of and producer and guitarist for Beauty and Chaos, Michael
Yes,
Saravallo. Yeah. So you're
yes.
working with him on the new album, right?
I'm not working right now. I'm going to work with him.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm going to work with him, so he will play some guitar lines for me
Oh, well, you
in
got
a
a
few
good guy
tracks.
there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yes. Well, I do play the guitar, but not like him, right?
Oh, yeah, he's full of rock and roll. So
Everyone
the,
has
the
his
new
own talent.
album, yeah.
Huh?
So tell us
He's a
about that. I
great.
mean, do you have any anything you want to share about that new album? I know it's kind of you don't want to probably say too much, but anything you can share about it at the current?
So it will be a very mystic album, very about alchemy,
Ah,
yeah, esotericism, and um, everything that is connected with the alchemy, um, tarot.
ah, I love it
Yes,
already. Yeah.
yes, and it will be probably very dark. Synth, I would say synth pop sounds for sure, a lot of dark wave influences.
Mm.
And the title is The Alchemy of the Dark Arts.
Oh yeah, yeah. Beautiful, great title. So is Wasting My
Yeah,
Time going to be in that album, or is this going to be
I don't think so.
Oh, it's just
No,
separate. Okay, all right.
it's a very like when I make an album, I already have an idea, and yeah, that would be like really dark wave sort
Mm-hmm.
of, and and the theme is that kind of thing,
Okay, well,
esoteric.
we're looking. Maybe next time that when that happens, maybe you guys can come on the show and talk about that a little bit when the album is just about
Yeah,
released. Or,
that would be great. That would
that'd
be
be great.
great. Perhaps for wasting my time, I could include a new remix,
Yeah, yeah.
something like that for that album. I already have a few tracks ready, almost ready for the album that I recorded last year, actually. Um, there are more like synth pop like Depeche Mode inspired.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I think it would be nice to have a few of them in the album
Mm-hmm. Wow, I'm
because
looking forward to
they
it.
really talk about also like time, how we perceive time, that really living now, not think about the future, don't think about the past, just live now. Um, because really, I think that past and future and present are just things that humans have created, but I don't think that really time exists. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the kind of song, that I want to have in that album as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. Do you ever sing in Italian as well?
I sang one song in Italian that I have on YouTube, and it's Space Oddity by David Bowie.
Oh,
It's
which
a
song?
Space Oddity.
Oh, really? In Italian?
Yes,
Oh, I would love
in
to hear that.
Italian and English. So
Oh, wow.
I
I don't
have
think I ever heard
I
the
think
Italian version of that song.
the chorus in English and the verses in Italian, because actually there is an Italian version of that song by Mogol.
Oh, okay.
So I mix the two, you know.
Oh,
It also no, I think a few people know that there is an Italian version that David Bowie sang of Space Oddity. So
mm.
he sang in Italian, and I heard that version, and I thought I could do it better. I'm Italian, so I thought
Oh,
maybe
yeah,
I could
yeah.
do
That's
it
why
better.
I was wondering if you're gonna sing anything in Italian because, I would love to hear that. It's a beautiful language. So,
Ah,
yeah.
thank you. Yes,
Yeah.
other people have
Well,
told me, why don't you
I know you
sing
should.
something
So
in
so many
Italian?
people. And if you had a dream about Sagittarius, that maybe that's telling you to sing something in Italian.
Probably, probably, probably,
I don't know if there's a
probably,
connection
yes.
to that. I don't know why I said that, but maybe there is because I'm channeling, at the moment. So that could
You
be.
know that I had a dream.
Yeah,
Maybe
you
this
told
will
me.
come true. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
had a dream that I was performing with Gary Newman. Is
Oh
it going
yeah.
to come true? Yes, I had a dream
Do
last
do
week,
do a
and
lot of your
actually I dreamt this twice.
Oh yeah? Okay, well maybe you are.
Mm-hmm. But perhaps, maybe one day. I
Yeah.
like Gary Newman. I like the style.
Yeah, yeah. Well maybe so. Yeah.
Maybe so. Maybe so. Yes.
he still performs. So yeah, it's a possibility. Anything is possible, right?
Anything is possible, yes.
Yeah, I totally believe that.
And
Well, gosh.
I am a very hardworking person, so very
Yeah, I know
hardworking,
you are.
very stubborn. So
Well,
I don't see
if you have a
why
style
I
you've
wouldn't be
been,
able to perform, with a great artist, because I think that I have all the skills and everything, the will, the skills,
yeah.
I
And if you
have
have
I
a
have
style you've been,
experience as well. I've been doing
hmm
this for over 15 years. My project only for 5 years, this project, but I've been playing and singing for over 15 years. So,
hmm
is something that I've been doing. So I think I have enough experience
yeah, and you have a
to
stellium in
play in a
Capricorn,
big
right?
stage. Huh?
Yeah, and you have a stellium in Capricorn, and that says a lot about that, about the longevity of your creativity
Yeah,
and making
it
it come
has its
true.
good sides. It has
hmm
its bad sides. I think it's good when you find a balance.
Yeah,
Um, to find a balance is difficult sometimes when you are a musician,
yeah,
because when you have a passion, I mean, at least for me, when I like something, it's difficult for me to understand where's the limit of doing something. Sometimes I keep doing it and I'm there like for 6 or 7 hours, and then I am exhausted and I cannot do anything else. And oh, really? I was playing or singing for so many hours. How is it possible? So I should maybe have an alarm or something, but I'm not really that type
yeah.
of
Well,
person
it's
with
the
the alarm. It
passion.
kind of makes me feel anxious with the
Yeah,
alarm.
yeah. It's the passion and all the Aquarius thing you have going in your chart. So, Aquarius,
Yeah.
right? You got Aquarius. So, so this wasting my time is the EP was released on your label Gothic Empire Records, and you have
Yeah.
a video out there. You can find it on YouTube, and you have a website which is well informed website, which is great. You have all the it's called StellaWembley.com, correct?
Yes.
And
Yes, I
and of
have
course
that
you
with all
mix
my
you
merchandise.
yeah you're really good at doing that too. You produce, you remaster all your latest EP as well. And so
Yeah.
how did you meet up with big shout out to her, Shameless Promotion PR. How did you connect with her, Shauna?
Actually, I was introduced to this company by Nick Kurt. I also knew that she was working with Michael and the Beauty
hmm
and Chaos.
Yeah, yeah.
So I knew she was working with them. I knew she had been working with many other artists. She has a
hmm
website, so
Yeah, yeah. She's
she
great.
has lots of credentials. And also with the Nick, there is a DJ of Revolution Radio Online.
Yeah, yeah. I know him
Also
too. hmm
recommended, you know,
Yeah,
and
we all
so
recommend her. Yeah,
yeah.
um, what was I going to say? I lost my train of thought there. Um, I just forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, yeah, I interviewed Michael Ciravolo. I don't know. You can
Yes.
find it. I think twice. Yeah. So
Mm,
yeah, yeah, his albums that came out, and his singers and I'm so glad you're working with him in the next one. And I'm looking forward to the Alchemy of the Dark Arts, which is do you anticipate it'll be out next year or sometime next year or
sometimes next year, yes.
okay.
Hopefully, if I manage to mix everything, all the tracks, hopefully, yes. That's I aim to produce that within the next year,
Mm-hmm.
and also as a physical copy. So I will have physical copies, CDs, and maybe also vinyls,
Yeah, vinyl.
merchandise. Yeah, I love vinyls, merchandise, and also, yeah, with Michael, I will sing also a song, one of his songs. I don't know yet which one, but he
Okay.
asked me to do that.
Oh, great. Yeah,
So I look forward to it.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's great.
And what else? Well, I really want to do more concerts. I want to do more live gigs. Um, I have planned, scheduled other 3 gigs for the next year by myself. And the first one will be in May, 25th of May, in Leeds at the Fenton. There are tickets on sale on my website. There are very, very cheap, starting from only £5. There are VIP tickets for people that want to have a VIP experience as well. There are tickets with the possibility to buy the tickets as well as a drink. And yeah, I really hope that people will show up and support my music. I already have done other gigs by myself. The last one was in Leeds at the Iger Studios. And there were people there, fans that show up. And I was really, really happy to see, that I have made it and that I have promoted and everything by myself, and that people showed up to support. But I also hope that I will get more live gigs, that I will be having, that I will be getting more gigs and maybe festivals. I hope that promoters would book me. So if there are any promoters, listening, book me, because I'm very professional. I am reliable. I very punctual. At least at work, I'm very punctual.
No, I can tell you are.
When it comes to work, very punctual, very serious. I have tons of videos on my YouTube channel, over 100 videos, 123. I have released EPs, singles. I have released 4 music videos by myself. I was a director, I was a producer. And yeah, I don't see why they shouldn't give me the opportunity.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you'll have all that. Yeah.
Yeah. But again, yes, next live gig at Leeds at the Fenton, and with a supporting act as well, but it's to be confirmed. And I'm really, really excited. And the tickets are on sale on the website, stellawembley.com. You already said that, which is my official website.
Yeah, and I will put that in the link as well when I put up the video and the interview. So Wasting My Time is a 2023 EP, just recently been released, her latest, Wasting My Time. And you can also find her music on her, her website. There's a link there as well as Facebook and Instagram, and her YouTube channel, where you can watch the video. And yeah, and I'm looking forward.
All the social platforms.
Yeah, good. That's good. Not everybody does that, so that's a big plus. And I know you put out videos about your events, so that's another good thing about artists that promote themselves, and that's really, I'm sure many people appreciate that. But yeah, so the Alchemy of the Dark Arts, I'm waiting for that with Michael Cerevolo. Well, thank you so much, Stella, for coming on the show. And I'll be playing the remixes as well. I'm waiting for the next one. Yeah, but congratulations.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. It was a pleasure speaking with you.
Always a pleasure as well. Okay, one moment. Turn this off.